Woo! National Football Show with your boy Big Sills. How you doing? Does the NFL own the headlines? Does the NFL own the headlines, man? Holy cow. Carson Wentz to the Washington Commanders. Good night. What does that mean for Philadelphia? Can I make a prayer to God? I want to thank Jesus. You know, it's the time of Lent. So I want to thank God. God, thank you for what you have done for the last 2 days in content. And today, bringing the greatest prize of all for Philadelphia sports fans. There will be 2 days a year, 2 games a year, where Philadelphia sports fans will be at their best. When the Eagles play the Washington Commanders, holy cow, do I want to be front and center at Lincoln Financial to watch Carson Wentz roll into the link and to see what that fan base is going to do to that dude, man. Hey, tomorrow night, man, Ben Simmons is going to get himself tore a new one, too. Why even sit on the bench, dude? But when Wentz rolls into Lincoln Financial, good night. God, thank you. Amen. Oh, my God. Rip Wentz. Hey, hey, man. Yeah, Darius Leonard goes, here we go again, man. Here we go again. Absolutely, guys. Hit the like button. Thank you so much for coming aboard. Xander goes like, Xander's going to the game just to prove my point. That dude's coming back to Philly, and he's on the bench. Philly sports fans they're going to kill that guy. Not literally, but they're going to kill that guy sitting there like that. When Wentz rolls into Lincoln Financial, holy cow. Man, that's must-see television. That is must-see television. Meat is back on the menu, boys. Holy cow. Guys, good night, man. Holy cow. That is incredible news. By the way, just so you guys know, man, he makes Washington better. This guy beat 4 playoff teams last year. And believe me, I get it. Jags, Raiders, Titans game. Just absolute disgusting performances. I get it. Is he reckless? Yes. Is he better than anything they have in Washington? By the way, the Colts now, I don't get it. You move off Carson Wentz for what now? You're a worse team. And you surrender the threes. By the way, congratulations, Howie Roseman. You're officially a god now because you got a 1 for Wentz. The Colts got threes. The Colts got threes for him. Am I right? Good night. Dude, Howie, stroke of genius, man. You got that contract off your books and you got a first-round pick for the dude. And now Carson Wentz gets to play against the Eagles twice a year. Wow. Who's the best quarterback in the NFC East right now? Who's the best quarterback? Jalen Hurts? Come on, guys. Who's the best quarterback? Say it with me. Carson Wentz. Say it. What up, dude? 345. Thanks for coming in. Say it. Smile, Carson. Say it. I know it'll kill you. Go ahead. You could say it now. Sick. I'm here. Listen. I'm here to help you guys. No shot. Michael. Come on, Michael. I'm here to help you. This is absolutely a 2-hour segment. No shit. This thing was written for me about 3 hours ago. By the way, I predicted this. Say it. Dak is way better, way better. A $75 million quarterback gets bounced in the first round. Okay. I don't think so. Dak is not better than Wentz. Say it. Come on. Daniel Jones. It's Dak. Eagle fans, listen to what you're saying. You're thinking you're praising a cowboy? How dare you? How dare you? Gardner Minshew. Maniac. You're such an asswipe on the middle show. I love you, though. Jalen Hurts, baby. He's like this morning. I saw you, dude. Dan hates me now. I don't hate you, man. I love you. You kidding me? I love all you dudes. Jalen Hurts. Dak and Wentz rivalry. Yeah, baby. Washington Commanders. Both Barrett Brooks and myself said it this morning. The Commanders are now the team to beat in the NFC East. Am I wrong? I am mom. Hugh knows it. He won't say it, though. Minshew has the highest QBR. Yeah, okay. Best QB in the East is Eagles. And Deshaun Watson. Larry, we're going to get to that, too. Anthony, Wentz is the best. What's the best QB in the division? Correct. Carson Wentz. Commanders better get people to protect him. Why? Their O-line's pretty good. Hurts gonna stare down Wentz on this. Hurts is gonna stare down Wentz. Wentz the commie. Dallas is still the best team. No, they're not. You lose DeMarcus Lawrence and you lose Amari Cooper, and you think you're still good? Sills looks like he smells like Brute. I don't put that shit on me, dude. Big Sills has an Italian fragrance about himself. How you doing, boss? I don't color my hair. I don't put anything stupid on me. You think I'm that guy? You got the wrong guy. I'll say Wentz is the best quarterback to play against in the conference. Way to go, Michael. Michael, at least, see? There's a guy that sees truth. Right there, baby. I say Wentz is the best QB to play. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Going to be tough to live with if Wentz beats us twice. Oh, Marcus. Woo! What if Wentz comes in and wins the division in his first year? Okay. Vaseline hair tonic? Hair tonic. What the hell you think on my grandfather? I think I use what was that stuff called? Vitalis. You think my grandpa used Vitalis back in the day? Woo! Relax, Michael. Stephen H is saying easy. Oh, hey, just Mike goes, Eagles will be catching passes from Carson. Again, wait a minute. I haven't even seen it yet. Don't tell me Washington plays the Eagles in week 1 of 2022. But please don't tell me. That's not true, is it? No way. I can't get the ultimate. No way. That's not true. Somebody tell me, man. Please tell me that's not true. Jalen didn't take his job. Jalen was handed his job. He never beat Wentz out. Wait a minute. No. I'm going to get not set in stone yet. Xander thinks they'll do it. Can you? Oh, my God. Almighty. Eagles. Washington. week 1, Lincoln Financial. That'd be the most anticipated football game in a long time. Holy cow. I'd rather have them have Wentz than Watson or Jimmy G. Absolutely. That's a great. Lawrence, that's great. You're right. You're right. Here, guys, all seriousness. Wentz makes them better. But Xander asked me too prior to going on the air, how much better? I think he makes them as good as the Eagles. He makes them as good as the Eagles and maybe a tick below the Cowboys. Cowboys are a 10-11 win team. The Eagles now, because of the lack of quarterbacks now in the NFC, Eagles Washington, 9-10 wins. You've made the NFC East competitive again. I'm not telling you that Carson Wentz is going to go out there and be some superstar quarterback. His touchdown to interception ratio is 3-1. He's the best thing on the market since Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt. And they upgraded. He's better than Tyler Heineke. And by the way, he was in a conference where he won 4 games against 4 playoff teams a year ago. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Colts beat the Bills and beat Josh Allen. He makes them better. 27 touchdowns. Hey, he's a 94 quarterback rated guy. We're not talking about some dude who sucks here. We're talking about a guy who sucks in critical moments. Get that distinction right. Guys, Wentz doesn't suck. Wentz sucks in critical moments. You can say that about Aaron Rodgers. How many home playoff games now has Aaron Rodgers lost in Green Bay? Am I comparing Aaron Rodgers and Carson Wentz? Well, record-wise, kind of in a way in the postseason. Aaron Rodgers is a game above 500. He's got a super – listen, he's nowhere talent-wise in Aaron Rodgers' league. But Aaron Rodgers has lost home playoff games. He's lost playoff games. He lost them to Garoppolo. You can lose to Garoppolo. You can lose to Wentz. Sylvester says he fumbles 2 times a game. Wentz brought Romo back to the division. Matthew Stafford made the Lions better. He did? I don't remember that. Sills, you're talking like Washington isn't a QB graveyard. Good point. What up, Sills? This Wentz trade's crazy. I can't wait to boo him at the link. Really, Vaselli? This is Philadelphia at its finest, and I love it. By the way, no ripping here with me. I love that. Man, that passion is going to be crazy to watch and awesome to watch at Lincoln Financial. The Philadelphia sports fan base will be on display tomorrow night at Wells Fargo, and when they get the schedule in cement, when Wentz comes to the link. I can't wait. Holy cow, I can't wait to see how this city reacts to that. They're going to kill that guy. And by the way, you guys are going to either do this to this guy. This guy's either going to man up here and finally not worry about that crap, or he's going to melt like butter in a pan. This is show-up time, dude. One of the guys mentioned it. Hoss, 3rd time, this better be a charm. You got 3 teams in 3 years? You're a franchise quarterback? Is that what you call yourself? Well, you better start acting like one soon, because that door's going to shut on you. You got a shot, a chance right here. Be in the division. Giants stink. Eagles and Washington are close. You'll probably split again. I'm not sold in Dallas. I'm looking forward to the NFC East now. You're telling me I get to boo Ben Simmons at Wells Fargo and then Wentz at the Link. Glorious. Awesome. You bet. You guys are the best fan base. Can I tell you something honestly about you guys? Let me tell you this. From afar, I thought the Philadelphia sports fan base were a bunch of asshats. You guys were just shit talkers. We're not educated sports fans. That was my perception. Having spoken to you guys now and been around you dudes, best fan base in the country. Chicago's good. Boston's good. I keep throwing those in because I do think they have great fan bases there. I think the South is more of a college fan base. Like in Florida, they love their college football. I think New Orleans has a good fan base too. Pittsburgh has a great fan base. Paul says we are assholes. You know what? Hey, you know what though, dude? My wife goes like this to me. I think I told you guys this. Okay, great. Hey, you finally found your home. You're an asshole, so you fit in with the rest of those assholes. And I went, hey, thank you. Yeah, hey. You see, to me, New York sports fans, I don't know. Okay? It's kind of fair weather in New York, kind of like it is in LA a little bit. You really think like New York fans, outside of Yankee fans, okay? Yankee fans are great. Because here's Yankee fan. Won the World Series, man. Really great. If Girardi doesn't get this baseball team back into the World Series the next year, this is the day after they win the World Series, he should have his ass fired. It's the freaking Yankees. It's the only team people talk like that about in New York. They don't talk like that about the Giants. It's the Yankees. The Yankees have a Philadelphia flavor to it when it comes to their fans. Okay? Whoa, Steve. You mean South Philly, right? How you doing? With Guido Gumba, right? With Guido Sarducci. How you doing? My friend, Vic Paparazzi. Hey, oh. That's how we talk in South Philly, right? Hey, oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah. Hey, kid, go get your shine box. Dietz and Watson for life, baby. I love it. They're good folks. They're good friends. Okay? Sills literally looks like a well-fed bald eagle, but with the hair. Bro, I look like a freaking model. What are you talking about, maniac? How cool. South Philly. Sorry to say this, but it's messed up that we booed some great home players. We booed Greg Lazinski, Mike Schmidt, Larry Boa out of town. Wait a minute, Joseph. Guy's not living up to his name. They booed Mantle in New York. Are you kidding me? It's all good. It's all good. They booed Mantle. And you know what? To this day, even after death, he's revered as a god. You don't think Greg Lazinski is one of the greatest Phillies of all time, and people don't look at him as one of the greatest Phillies, or Schmidt? Holy cow. Mike Schmidt, best third baseman in my lifetime. And that includes Nolan Arenado. Okay? Vaselli, years ago, went to South Philly. Boo Wentz. Boo Wentz. Breaking. Oh, he just made this thing unbelievably awesome. Holy cow, man. He just made this thing spectacular. Now, let's ask the question here. By the way, Jason Cole, with all the news, man, our NFL insider is going to be with us at the bottom of the hour. This is incredible news. Hey, programming note, also Seth Joyner's going to join us tomorrow at 5:30. Just so you know, tomorrow at 5:30, Seth will be with us too. Wentz to Washington. Do the Eagles need to make a move at quarterback now? Yes or no? What do you think? Do they need to make a move? Deshaun Watson, obviously, is the only one that I'm taking the job away from Jalen Hurts from. Marcus, yes. T. Lewis, yes. I like that. Can't wait. X, yes. Jeremiah, no. Not this year. Ball. Hey, Joseph, I'm trying to get Baldy on. His schedule just hasn't lined up with us, but we're working on it. Anthony, yes. Dan says grand jury could indict. They're not indicting him for anything. They're not indicting. You know what a grand jury is, guys? Not that I'm a huge lawyer here, but a grand jury is to determine whether or not it goes to court. You don't get arrested on that. His car's still in play? Good call, Chris. Not sure yet. Get Joy back on. Don't worry. Easy, Steve. Wait, you like Joy's takes? Is that why you want Joy back on? She's got great sports takes. David says no. Should the Philadelphia Eagles push all their chips in now? Okay. Where do you think the Eagles fit in the NFC East now that Wentz is in Washington? Eastside Monster says Watson or bust. If not Watson, then wait a year. That's probably where I'm at, T. Lewis. That's probably where I'm at. I'll take her takes all day, so really. I'm sure you guys will. She has great take Sills. Yeah, okay. Jay says no. Big Sill says, go get Deshaun. Go get Deshaun. You're the third best team in the East now. And Xander goes, we're not going to go 2 hours. It's so great. Xander's like, this can't be 2 hours of Carson Wentz is the best quarterback in the division, and Washington's the top team. They are. Barrett and I said it on the middle today. Changes the whole room. It changes the whole room now. Okay? Woo! Has this made Philly a hotbed? What if that guy wins a division and gets a team to the NFC Championship game? What if he wins us? I don't think an NFC team is winning the Super Bowl anytime soon. There's too many good teams in the AFC right now. But you never know. We saw injuries in that 17 season, right? Everybody got hurt. Eagles were beating people up. Okay? They were crushing people. Dante, of course. You troll. Paul, I'm not trolling anybody, dude. Paul thinks I'm trolling you. How's that possible? He had a 9-8 record in a better conference. Here, if Carson Wentz's Indianapolis Colts are in the NFC last year, they win 11, 12 games. They won 9 last year. He beat 4 playoff teams. You're making it sound, or maybe I am, because of the way it melted down at the end, because I hated it. I came out and I told you, man, that Monday, dude, you can't lose games to Jacksonville. He did choke. Vesely, dude, Paul, right. I said it that Monday. You can't forgive him for that. Hey, but I think Jim Irsay's overreacting. The Colts are a worse team today than they are yesterday. Who are you putting in there? Who? Mitchell Trubisky? So you're going to go from Wentz to Trubisky. Good luck. Okay? Okay, right? Kyle says you need to wake up from your dream. What are you talking about? Okay, he did shit the bed. What are you guys talking about? Washington is upgraded, man. X is right. Jimmy G, I think, goes to the Bucs. Marcus Mariota, look at the names you guys are bringing up. The Colts are going to get Marcus Mariota. Washington, okay, my opinion, Washington got a steal. He's $28 million. Guys, he was overpaid when he was with you. But now he's under the salary cap number. Do you know what the franchise tag is? That's market value, $29.7. He's actually almost half of what the market is now with Aaron Rodgers getting a $50 million deal. He's actually a deal at $28 million. Okay? He's actually a deal today. A couple years ago when he got that contract, we all went, dude, I don't know, man. That's a lot of dough, man. Now, $28 million a year, I don't know. That's kind of right in the room. Dre says, Carson Wentz is soft. Can't take any criticism. Glad he's in the division. Don't have to worry about Washington. Okay? Thought the owner said no more Band-Aids at quarterback. Dude, Jim Irsay, I think he completely overreacted. Luck coming out of retirement? Boy, that'd be a dream. No way, though. I just threw up in my mouth. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, my God. Bobby Wagner. We'll talk about that, man. I would love to have that dude on the Eagles, man. I would love that. He's a ginger boy, a commie enlisted soldier. Washington upgraded. But to what is the question? Washington O-line is suspect. I don't think their O-line is suspect. They ran the ball well. By the way, they have a number one receiver. Hey, guys, Philly, do me a favor. The year that Carson Wentz threw for over 4,000 yards, is it true that he didn't have a wide receiver on that team with over 500 yards and reception yards? Is that stat true? Someone told me that. Is that true? Was that true? That Wentz didn't have a receiver? Washington Wentz says yes. Yes, that's accurate, Philip. So Carson Wentz threw for over 4,000 yards, and he didn't have one receiver on that team. And the leading receiver that almost every year he played in Philadelphia was Zach Ertz. He's never had a number one. He didn't have a number one in Indianapolis either. Wow. He was throwing to gumball machines that year. I don't know if I've ever heard of that stat. Guy throws for over 4,000 yards and not one receiver over 500 yards in reception yards. That's wild. Wentz made Zach Ertz money. That was 5 years ago. Good point, Joe. Oh, I forgot. He's 26 now. He's at the old age of 26, Carson Wentz. Alshon was number one at 17. Okay? Oof, man. This is going to be interesting. I can't wait to talk to Jason Cole about this. And all you guys, man, this is crazy great. Okay? By the way, who do you think will have the most success in the division? I want you to think about that, okay? Dak Prescott, Carson Wentz, Jalen Hurts. I don't know who's in New York. Daniel Dimes-Jones, whatever. He won't be there long. Who do you think is going to win more games over the next 4 years? Okay? All right, Xander, hit it, baby boy. Hey, guys, do me a favor here, man. We got great support now. By the way, we got advertisers just lining up now to come here to big sales here in the National Football Show. And it's brought to you on by Manscaped here. We're the best in below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped protects the family jewels. I said it to you the last couple days. Better than Fort Knox. Listen, guys, wait a minute here. We talked about balls for about 2 years with Tom Brady, right? Deflategate? Well, I got you covered here. 4 million men worldwide trust Manscaped. And get this, we have an exclusive offer for you now. 20% off of free worldwide shipping if you use the promo code Sileo. S as in Sam, I-L-E-O, manscaped.com. The math is right. It's about 8 million balls. How you doing? Now, for the beautiful one, I'm going to show you my package. Look at this baby right here, man. Look at the package. Look at the package. How you doing? I got this bad puppy over here. Look at this, man. I got a nice shirt over here. I got the nice smelling. People were talking about grooming. Oh, and grooming. The legendary Weed Whacker. Get a good look. Weed Whacker. Yes, sir. Legendary Weed Whacker, baby. That's right. 20% off for free shipping with the code Sileo. Manscaped.com, 20% off for free shipping. Go to manscaped.com. Use the promo code Sileo. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools at manscaped.com. Do me a favor. Tell them Big Sil sent you. We got Jason Cole coming up. We'll talk to him about all this movement with quarterbacks. You keep it right here. Hit the like button on the National Football Show.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the memories. Go for the view that goes on forever. Go for the bubbles in your bathtub and in your drink. Go to bed whenever you want. Or don't. Go for him. Go for her. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that. Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. One free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
Imagine for a moment that you went to work today and when you came home, you were catastrophically injured. Your life and your family's life. That's what happened to union construction worker Mike Little.
I was scared of what the end was going to be, but to be 100% honest with you, I knew I was going to be all right just by talking with Brian. In my heart, I just knew everything was going to be all right.
Call the firm and find out why they say, "We got this." Call 215-458-2222.
Field of life, First Trust Bank is there for you. Champions on three. 1, 2, 3. Because Philadelphia dreams deserve a Philadelphia bank.
Welcome back. National Football Show. It's your boy, Big Sills. I was right again. I posted it a couple days ago. Washington was doing dual track. You know what, too? This is what I tell you guys. It's always like when people go, "Hey, I thought you said Deshaun Watson was going to Washington." No, Washington had a dual track opportunity to try to go after two quarterbacks. They realized they must have been told by Houston, save yourself. Save it. He doesn't want to go there. He must have been told. They must have been told that, or they would never have signed Carson Wentz right now. Never. Washington would have signed him. They were told they're out by Nick Caserio in Houston. Okay? Really, Daniel Snyder worrying about public relations issues? That guy's had public relations issues his entire tenure as the head coach, or the owner of the team. You think he's worried about bad PR? They were told they're not getting him. Deshaun Watson has no interest in going to Washington. That's why they landed on Wentz. That's why they got him. Okay? They've been told, no, not working. Either the team or Deshaun said no. Woo, baby. Wow. What a division now. And can I tell you something else, Philly fan? You have a villain. That's what makes sports great. Remember when Barry Bonds used to roll around the National League? Guy get his ass booed everywhere. Carson Wentz rolling into Lincoln Financial, or even Eagle Washington week. When you guys roll up there, you don't think you're going to have a – hey, not that Washington sells out a lot of games. How many Eagle fans do you think are going to go up 95 and go up to Landover and watch a game? Woo! That place is going to look like Lincoln Financial North. Oh, man. Right? Holy cow, man. Man, you guys are going to roll up into that place, man, and you guys are going to kill that place. Man. Okay. Hey, Chris, right? Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable news. I don't know if I've ever – the NFL owns the offseason now. Look at coming out of the combines. Now you're coming into a week like this, and you got free agency 18th. We're starting. Now you have to have, your teams under the cap. And you have to make sure your football team, is cap healthy now. You got to start cutting guys. Who better to bring in than my friend Jason Cole to get his thoughts on this whole thing here. Jason, let me get your thoughts first and foremost when it comes to the Carson Wentz deal and Carson going to Washington.
I would say that I would be really worried about where his confidence is at right now, based on what's happened to him over the last 2 years. And I think that Washington's going to have to do a lot of work to sort of get him reclamated, if that's the best way to put it. There's not really a lot. Look, he had a good statistical year, but we all saw it, in key moments. He panicked, and in key moments, he wasn't the player that you're expecting, and he regressed. I mean, again, he was way better statistically and performance-wise, even overall, than in Philly that last year. But man, after how it fell apart in Indianapolis at the end of the season, and now getting turned around and traded for a bunch of mid-round picks, that's got to play with your mind. That's how I see it.
So you don't think Washington upgraded?
Well, I think they upgraded, but I think they upgraded, but that's not saying a lot, right? Okay. I mean, he's, they're just moderately better than they were, in my view. Like, I don't think that he's their long-term answer unless Ron Rivera knows how to get into his head and turn his head around. That, to me, sorry about that. What the heck is... So, they've got to fix his head. They got to get his confidence back in a serious way.
You think Jim Irsay was too hastily in moving off of Carson Wentz?
And I'm saying that question again. Indy moving off
You
of
think
him?
Indianapolis was too, and Jim Irsay was too hasty in moving off of him because of the way it ended? I mean, who are you replacing him with? Indianapolis is a lesser team today.
They are. I think that a lot of teams right now are saying, what are we going to do to get ready to get either Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud next year? I think the focus of this year for a lot of teams as they rebuild the quarterback position is to talk about next year. And so that's where I think this is going for a lot of teams. That's how I interpret this. This is going to be fascinating to me because, like, you got Philadelphia there that's got 3 middle-round picks. With those 3 middle-round picks for Philadelphia, I think they're going to try and trade out and get rid of one of those picks and send them for a first-round pick next year to pile up on first-round pick.
Understand. I think that we just lost Jason here a little bit here. Hopefully we're able to get him back here a little bit. Again, on those comments there, I would say this to you. Okay. Better than Tyler Heineke. I think they have upgraded the position there. I think they have. I think it's going to be very interesting to see how Ron Rivera gets him back. And you know what? Here's the problem with that too. Confidence should be that a football team wants you. Okay? I mean, Washington wants him as their quarterback. And as I told you guys, one of the things for me was that I think Jim Irsay and the Colts are wrong in moving off of Carson Wentz. Who are you replacing him with? Again, Mitchell Trubisky, Teddy Bridgewater, maybe a Sam Darnold? Where are you going? Are you going to eat it a year like Jason said? Hey, look, and Bryce Young, I think he's a schwimp. 5'11", 195, I don't know. Unless that dude grows 3 inches, my opinion, he's not an NFL quarterback. Now, the kid at Ohio State may be. The kid at Ohio State might be the guy. Okay? You know how I feel about Ohio State quarterbacks, though. I look at Ohio State quarterbacks and I go like this. I don't know. Okay? I don't know. So, I said this to you guys yesterday, and I'll continue to say this. By the way, where the Philadelphia Eagles are right now, you guys have gotten better. Why is that? Because you don't have to make tough decisions on jettisoning people. You guys don't have to do that. Okay? You guys are looking at adding now. You guys are looking about getting better. You're in a position now where your football team is not having to do this. Look, well, let's take away from here. We got to take this guy. Look, they're trying to restructure Fletcher Cox's contract as we speak because he's 18 point something against the salary cap. They're trying to redo Darius Slay's deal. They're trying to do Hargrave's deal too, so that they can get even further under the cap, so that they could be around $35 million and maybe get a Bobby Wagner. God, what I love. How about this? I'll throw this at you here. You put Bobby Wagner and DeMarcus Lawrence on the Philadelphia Eagle football team, plus you get a safety, and maybe you get in the second or third round a linebacker again to go along with Bobby Wagner. Then you add another wideout. The Eagles are going to be tough to beat. Tough to beat. It all depends. But I'm going to leave this little caveat out there. What if Deshaun Watson lands in New Orleans or Tampa Bay? What if Deshaun Watson is a Buccaneer with all that talent down there? Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Rob Gronkowski, Bruce Arians. Funny, Sanders said something to me. Man, Bruce, is he just going to be another coach again? No. You think the Bucs are going to sit quiet? Kyle Trask. Come on, man. I'll tell you another team. The Steelers. The Steelers, what is his name? Zach Randolph? What is his name? The quarterback that they have there? Dwayne Haskins? The Steelers don't have a quarterback right now. They need a quarterback. Carolina needs a quarterback. Did you see Carolina, what they did yesterday, too? They talked about putting Christian McCaffrey on the trading block. Miguel, Bobby Wagner, DeMarcus Lawrence. Wow. With Fletcher and Hardgrave, you're back to 17 again, aren't you? Where you had the two most dominant lines combined in the league again. Can you imagine having that? You got the money to do it. Man, Bobby Wagner in the LB room, right, Chris? Instead of having catchers and chasers, you'd be having hitters. This dude's going to show you how to play the game. The Colts were a legitimate contender before Wentz got there. Sam, I thought they did a great job with Phillip Rivers. They won 11 ball games the year previous. And they gave Buffalo a scare, remember? I think it was Buffalo in the playoffs. They gave a scare. Hey, and guys, if, like Steve says, I hope you get Wagner. See, if I'm a defensive guy, I know I could come in and help Philadelphia. And I'm Bobby Wagner. I don't have a problem coming and playing defense for Jonathan Gannon. If I'm a wide receiver, I have a problem coming and playing for Jalen. They're cleaning house in Seattle right now. Dion says, but quarterback is the biggest question for the Eagles. It's been for 2 years, dude. You've not addressed it. However, you know what? Wait a minute. Let me take that back. You guys have addressed it. You know what it is? There's more stability at the position now than you've had in the last 3 years. Is that fair? You think the Eagles have more stability now at the position than what they've had in the last 3 years? Probably so, correct? Dude, the NFC is wide open. Okay, it's wide open. Eric, DK Metcalf, why would I want a veteran contract when I could go into the draft and get a rookie contract and get the same production? 2.0, Hurts ain't it. That's an interesting comment. Okay? That's an interesting comment. Hurts ain't it. I'm going to tell you why he could be it, but I understand what you're talking about. Guys, hit the like button. We apologize a little bit for the breakup of Jason Cole there. All good. This is a big day anyway here for us because Wentz going to Washington affects what we're talking about. And really, the last 2 days in the NFL have been incredible. And I want to talk a little more about Rodgers. And also, who do you think wins more games over the next 4 years? Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers? We'll do that as well. More on Wentz going to Washington, now in the Eagles division again. Hit the like button. Keep it here on the National Football Show.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the memories. Go for the view that goes on forever. Go for the bubbles in your bathtub and in your drink. Go to bed whenever you want. Or don't. Go for him. Go for her. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. One free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
Imagine for a moment that you went to work today and when you came home, you were catastrophically injured. Your life and your family's life. That's what happened to union construction worker Mike Little.
I was scared of what the end was going to be, but to be 100% honest with you, I knew I was going to be all right just by talking with Brian. In my heart, I just knew everything was going to be all right.
Call the firm and find out why they say, "We got this." Call 215-458-2222.
Field of life, First Trust Bank is there for you.
Champions on three. 1, 2, 3.
Because Philadelphia dreams deserve a Philadelphia bank.
Welcome back. National Football Show. Your boy Big Sills. You guys have been spectacular. Thank you for coming aboard. Hit the like button. Thank you, guys. By the way, Seth Joyner tomorrow at 5:30. Top of the hour, I'm going to rank the top 10 NFC teams. Top of the hour. We'll do that. Hey, I mean, are you happy that Carson's back in the division? Oh, I would be. I can't wait to see what he does. Because you know what's going to happen here? He's either going to turn his career around or he's not. And you guys were right in the end. Right. Just Mike, this is the best script you could possibly have, and this is why the NFL is king. It's the greatest running reality television show. Do you know what the ratings are going to be in Washington and in Philadelphia the weeks of Eagle and Commander games? Commander games? Who cares? DeMarcus Ware. Thank you. I get it. Oh, man. Jesus criminy. Wentz disgust me. Well, yes. No, Paul, it's actually $28.5 million that they're paying him. 28.5. Eastside Monster. Wentz, comeback player of the year. Leads the Commanders to the NFC East Championship. By John Facenda. Hey, dumb, man. Everything's slick back with Sills like a freaking model. Watson can reject the trade. He has a no trade clause. Christopher, he does. He does. Cedric says Falcons should move on from Matt Ryan about 3 or 4 years ago. They should have. But Cedric, the contract that he had, too much against the salary cap, and they're waiting for the escalator to kick in. Next year, they probably move off of him. Too much money that would be on the cap this year. Last year was $68 million. I think it's 40-something million this year. They'll move off of him. Okay? Tell him to put the pipe down. Matt Corral, easy money, man. Tell you what. Talk about selling it. Anthony, just like the WWE. Oh, my God. What do you think that stadium is going to look like in Philadelphia the week of Wentz? Wentz week. Wentz week. Oof. Wentz week. Hey, who do you guys hate more, Cowboys or Wentz? I want to have a friendly show. Who do you hate more, Wentz or the Cowboys? Can you imagine if Wentz was on the Cowboys? That'd be just a perfect thing, man. Carson Wentz is Cowboy. Cowboy, both. Sydney goes both. Wentz week. That's a good promo. I got a few ideas. Cowboys, Jay's like, I don't care what Wentz does. I hate them dudes in Texas. What up, 5-star? Hey, you guys hate the Cowboys like I hate that team that has a gator farm. I don't really like to say their names, okay? They got this school in Gainesville somewhere, and I don't really like talking about them. You know, there's not really anything redeeming, not even their women. There's nothing I like about the place. So, you know, that team up north we used to say. You know, the same thing probably like Ohio State and Michigan. Oh, man. You guys, Ole Miss hasn't been in no playoff. Wentz week, baby. Hey, Cowboys now have a little tougher road because Carson Wentz is in the NFC East. You know what Xander said to me? You're not going to sit here for 2 hours and go like this, dude. Why Washington's the best team in the East. Is Washington the best team in the East now? Who's got a better defense? Washington or Philly? Well, that pass rusher that they have and those two dudes in the middle, Jonathan Allen and Sweat, I'm going to take that team. I think Washington's they underperformed. They weren't as productive as they were the year previous. But I think Washington's got a better defense in the East. Does Washington have a number one wide receiver? Yeah. Philly doesn't. Philly maybe one day will. Who's got a better O-line? By far the Eagles. By far. Who's got a better coach? Ron Rivera or Nick Sirianni? I'm partial to Paisan, so you know that I'm leaning towards Sirianni's way. But I got to tell you guys. Okay? I really like. How about this? Ron Rivera's the best coach in the division, actually, if you think about it. Brian Daboll, I don't know how he'll be as a head coach. Mike McCarthy actually has a Super Bowl win. Rivera got to one, but winning one and getting to one are two different things, obviously. Okay? Who would you rather be coached by, Ron Rivera or Mike McCarthy? Well, you know who I'd want to be coached by. How far ahead, or maybe not ahead, do you think the Washington roster is ahead of the Eagles? I don't think they're ahead of the Eagle roster. I think they're comparable. Hurts wins the division now. Wentz has erectile dysfunction. Oh, man. Our quarterback is going to throw for over 4,000 yards and 40 touchdowns if we get a proven wide receiver. Wait, who's that? Gardner Minshew? Are you saying Gardner Minshew is going to take the job from Jalen? You don't think Jalen Hurts is ever going to throw for 4,000 yards, do you? You think Jalen Hurts is going to throw for 4,040 touchdowns? Okay, well, I'll put my money on that never happening. Okay? Oh, my God. Hey, Wentz week, 2 weeks a year. Dude, I can't wait. Riverboat Ron. I don't know what that means about Xander. Minshew traded to Panthers. I say get Carr. Boy, that'd be great getting Derek Carr. I can't wait to see Graham strip sack Wentz. We get to hit up on the cupcake 2 times a year. Hey, guys, you guys are coming in here. Do me a favor. Please hit the like button. This is the best I've seen in a long time. Say what you want, but Washington just got way more dangerous. They did. Riverboat Ron freaking stinks. Hurts don't need 3,700 yards, 900 rushing. I don't care about the rushing yards. They're useless. I want to know if you win ball games in the pocket, not out of the pocket. Don't care about that. James says, Dan, any updates on Watson? I don't think there's any kind of conversation going on until what happens on Friday when he gets to state his case against the grand jury. He's actually testifying. So I think we'll hear more in the afternoon because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that thing's at 10 a.m. Central Time, that hearing on Friday. I think. Daz says Washington is going to smoke us if we line up with Hurts. Stop. I'm stop the cap. I think you mean stop the crap. Now he's pleading the fifth. Okay. Hey, my wife tells you all the time, don't confess to anything. Big Sills, if we trade for Watson and he does jail time, what will happen with his contract with us? You can void it. Conduct detrimental. Problem is, you're not going to do this. I gave up 3 ones, though. Okay? You're going to cut Wentz. You're going to cut Watson after you gave 3 ones up because you didn't like what happened with the hearing if he has to go to the can? He's not going to the can. He's not going to jail. He's not. He's not going to face any jail time. I don't know who keeps telling you that. Eagles are still going to sweep the commie. Zach. Watson not coming to Philly. GT, how do you know that? Maybe you have personal insight. I don't. Say what you want, but Wentz had 27 touchdowns, 7 picks. 3 of those INTs were endgame Hail Marys. QB rating of 98. Wow, look at Daz throwing the stats at you there. Long shot Watson comes to Philly, maybe. Ooh, man. 37. Wow, 27 touchdowns, 7 picks. Oh, past the top of the hour. Man, are we having too much fun here. I'm having – this is incredible. This show is on autopilot. Top 10 NFC teams. I'm going to give them to you here, okay? After we come back out of the timeout, please hit the like button. Keep it right here on the National Football Show.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the memories. Go for the view that goes on forever. Go for the bubbles in your bathtub and in your drink. Go to bed whenever you want. Or don't. Go for him. Go for her. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. 1 free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
Imagine for a moment that you went to work today and when you came home, you were catastrophically injured. Your life and your family's life. That's what happened to union construction worker Mike Little.
I was scared of what the end was going to be, but to be 100% honest with you, I knew I was going to be all right just by talking with Brian. In my heart, I just knew everything was going to be all right.
Call the firm and find out why they say, "We got this." Call 215-458-2222.
field of life, First Trust Bank is there for you.
Champions on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Because Philadelphia dreams deserve a Philadelphia bank.
Welcome back. National Football Show. It's your boy Big Sills. How you doing? Woo, baby. NFL's king, man. $200 million deal yesterday for Aaron Rodgers. Russell Wilson's dealt to the Broncos. Now your boy Wentz is back in the NFC East. And he gets to come home to Philadelphia once a year. Wow, man. Oh. National Football League, man. They have a great director. They really do. And his name is Roger Goodell. Look at what we had. We had the combines. Then we go into this week. Then we go into the start of free agency. Then we go into the draft. Then we go into camp. And here we are. The National Football League has mastered the offseason. It's 24/7 news cycle now. It really is. Wentz is trash. Sign Jim Irsay. Yeah, well, guess what? Your chances of going to the playoffs now, Jim, in a very competitive AFC are trash. So in a division and in a conference where you have all the best quarterbacks, you get rid of a guy who had a 95 quarterback rating and 27 touchdowns. Okay, good luck. Who are you taking down? Patrick Mahomes? Joe Burrow? Justin Herbert? You don't even know what Trevor Lawrence is going to do under Doug Peterson yet. Right? I mean, dude, they're everywhere. That entire conference has the best quarterbacks, and it's not close. Look at the West itself, the AFC West. Derek Carr, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson. Holy Manon. You know what? Winning the AFC West is like winning the Southeastern Conference West. It's tougher to win the West in the SEC than it is actually to win the SEC. Who do you have on the eastern side of the SEC? Georgia, that's it. On the West, you got A&M, LSU. You got all them phenomenal teams in the SEC West. Look at the AFC West. Holy cow. Hey, Hugh, I don't get Seattle doing that either. Unless you're into Deshaun Watson sweepstakes. You think they've been told that Watson wants to play in Seattle? Think about that, guys. This only makes sense. Because, look, you know the Jamal Adams deal that they got for the safety with the Jets? They had to give all them ones away. Now they get back those ones. The only way that I think a 70-year-old Pete Carroll, I heard somebody say Malik Willis. Why would a 70-year-old guy want to put a rookie in the room who's a project at best like Trey Lance? You got to win games, dude. You know what Xander said to me about Bruce Arians? Hey, Bruce, you know you're back to Kyle Trask. And if you look at Seattle, Geno Smith, right? Drew Lock. What's Carroll thinking? Unless they have been informed that, hey, maybe Deshaun would play in Seattle. It's a great fan base. It's a great stadium. Look at division. NFC West. You put Deshaun Watson in the NFC West with the 49ers, the Rams, and Kyler Murray in Arizona. That's pretty formidable. Hey, DK Metcalf and Deshaun Watson in Seattle. How'd that look? You guys keep saying, hey, man, DK Metcalf. How do you know they haven't told Metcalf we're making a run at Watson? We're going to make a run at Watson. Those first rounders that we just got from Denver, we're using all that up. And we're going to go get Deshaun. We're going to try to get Deshaun. Deshaun Watson with DK Metcalf. And you draft a running back. Or you put that kid, Jordan Davis, on the other side to start building your defense the way Carroll wants to build it. You got something. Okay? You got something there. Okay? Deshaun, hey, know this, guys. Deshaun Watson's going to play somewhere. It's just not going to be in Houston. He's going to go somewhere. Somebody's getting him. Whoever gets him changes the franchise for the next 10 years. What team is that? What if he goes to the Saints with Michael Thomas and Kamara and that defense they have? I know Allen is not Sean Payton, but that's pretty good. He's not going to be in Philly. We'll see. How about Pittsburgh? Najee Harris, improve your O-line, go into the draft and get an O-line. Well, they probably have to give up those draft picks. Whew. He'd be great in Philly. Stop it. He's coming to Philly. Talk it into existence. Hey, Daz, I love doing that, man. Man. A lot of massage therapists in Miami. Martin, how do you know that? Hey, guys, please hit the like button, you guys that are new in here. Watson to Leavenworth. He ain't getting any jail time, bro. Not working. Not enough massage therapists in Philly. Hey, by the way, funny you should say massage therapist in Philly. One thing about your strip clubs, not that I know anything really about them, but you know, friend of mine told me that, you know, a lot of these places are a little too small. You know, they don't have really wide open places. Just what I'm hearing. I mean, you got to work on a little more room in some of them places. They're a little bit, you know, kind of confined and such. That's what I'm being told. not that I would know anything about experience, but, you know, don't know anything about Delightas, brother. Oh, dude. The strip clubs in Houston and Atlanta and in Vegas. And, Tampa has more strip clubs than they do churches and middle schools and high schools combined. Okay? Yeah. Oh, no, they're not. All right. So I promise you, I'm gonna do my best here. I'm ranking the best NFC teams. This was a challenge. Okay? I can't start from 10. You guys tell me if I'm wrong. We tease going into this segment. Who are the top 10 teams in the NFC as currently constructed? 2.0, the wife's out of the house. Thank you very much. We're down in the studio, and the Big Sill Studios down here, by the way, palatious. And you know we have a tap. How you doing? Hey, you think Pat McAfee has beer on his show? What do you think? Go look at this, man. Michelob, baby. How you doing? Here we go. The number one team in the NFC. You ready? Rams. They're the king until someone knocks them off, right? Number 2, $50 million man. Green Bay Packers. Number 3, the San Francisco 49ers. Number 4, I hate to do this, but the Dallas Cowboys. Number 5, The Washington Commanders. Number 6, the Arizona Cardinals. Number 7, the Philadelphia Eagles. Number 8, I guess Atlanta. Who's 9-10? I couldn't come up with a 9-10. Who's 9-10? Eagles 6. You might get 3 teams going to the playoffs out of the NFC East this year, though. Hang on. Drew, you might get 3 teams out of that division, though. Xander asked me, how much better do you think Washington is than the Eagles? I go, I don't. I think they're right there. 10 wins, 9 wins. You're going to get 3 teams, I think, come out of the NFC East this year. Name me outside of the NFC West. Nobody knows what's going to happen at the quarterback position. If they take Garoppolo off that roster and they give that team to Trey Lance, let me see how he plays before I call Sanford. I'm doing that with Garoppolo being the quarterback of the Niners, not Trey Lance. That'll change. If Trey Lance is the starting quarterback of the Niners, they're not the 3rd best team. Matt Hatter says, no way Washington has a chance with Wentz. Drew, let's see after the 18th if Dallas starts losing dudes. And again, we'll revisit this after the cuts because it will change. It will change. The division got better, man. You put a better quarter. You put an, and by the way, it's by default. Look at what, guys, here. Don't get your panties in a bind on this here. Look at what the NFC has lost in the last 3 years. Brady, Russell Wilson, okay, and Drew Brees. Dude, those are 3 quality dudes. It changes the landscape of the NFC when you lose 3 guys like that. Washington has a bad O-line. I disagree. I don't think it's as good as the Eagles' O-line, but I think, bro, they run the ball well. NFC East wide open. Changes every year. We'll see. No shot with Hurts. You're not giving Hurts credit. I'm not giving – it's funny GT would say that. Put that up there, Xander. GT, you're not giving Hurts credit. For what? Being a pro quarterback? You want me to thank him for not robbing a bank? You're in the fucking NFL. Act like it. What do you think? This is the Pac-12? You're not giving Hurts credit. I'm not giving anybody credit for anything that they're supposed to do once you're the starting quarterback of a National Football League team. Credit for what? Not giving anybody for what? Doing your job? Not robbing a bank? He's gotten better every year? Congratulations. You're in the NFL. By the way, GT, we're boys. I'm not hollering at you. I'm just Italian and I'm loud. Okay? He got better every year. It's not. What do you think we're doing here, dude? He better get better every year. This is the NFL. Not giving anybody credit for doing your job. You see him, man? He really did a great job running the ball. Well, when you can't find wideouts, you should. When you can't find open wide receivers, you need to come up with another way to move the chains. Guys, do me a favor. Don't root for being common. Being common sucks. I hate it. Root for greatness. And giving Jalen Hurts credit because he played well. Well, you were drafted in the second round. You were at high-profile programs. Okay. See, hey, I give actually Carson Wentz credit because North Dakota State, where the frig is that? North Dakota, I'm assuming it's in North Dakota. Who do they play? The Bison. Ooh, the Bison. I bet there's a lot of pros in Bison country. Hey, woo, baby. I have a better chance of eating a piece of meat that's bison than I do ever going to North Dakota. Ever. Wow, man, you see Carson, man, in that game against Little Creek University and Chippewa Falls. Holy cow. Do you see Carson against Chippewa Falls in his junior year? Guy threw for 10 touchdowns, man. It was amazing. They brought like a big giant drum out and they were banging on that thing. It was made of buffalo hide. I couldn't believe it. I'm from like the Northeast, dude. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Snow drifts and snow plows, bro. I don't know, what you're dealing. I have no idea what you're talking about. Hey, so I went out and lived in the Midwest for a little bit. I get out there and I see snow drifts and shit, and I see like schools closing and all this. I'm like, yeah, man. It's like, how far is the store from here? Oh, it's about 7 miles, 10 yonder away. Yonder? What's yonder? Oh, it's over yonder. Yonder? I'm not. Is that a town? No, it's over yonder, over there. And you're like, and is this real milk or is it? Oh, no, this came out of the cow. This is a cow milk. You squeeze this yourself? Yeah, I did it this morning. Okay, well, I'm going to pass on that. I'm not going to drink anything that looks like milk that was squeezed out of something. Hey, it ain't working for me, dude. That ain't happening. No, I don't think so. Hey, fixing in yonder. Hey, Chris, my wife talks like that. She's from Virginia, fixing in yonder. Well, hey, my wife, when she first met my grandpa's this Italian guy, right? Spoke half English and half Italian when I was growing up. My wife was my girlfriend. Mr. Sileo, I'm going over to the Stu Leonard's. You guys have Stu Leonard's in Philly? Anyway, I'm going over to Stu Leonard's. I'm fixing to go over there and get some stuff. And my grandfather goes, okay, yeah. Finally, my grandfather comes over to me. He goes, fixing? I go, yeah, it's like, forget about it. He's like, fixing? Yeah, it's like I'm going to go do something. How do you know this? I go, well, she told me because I had asked too because I didn't know. Like my wife will say something, oh, look, folks on a hill. And I'm like, folks on a hill? My daughter and I both start laughing because she'll say something like this. Man, it's hotter than a grease pole on a hot summer day. And I'm going like this. Scar, I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, yonder. Hampton Roads, VA. All right, man. My wife was raised in Confederate country. She was raised in Richmond near Battlefield Park. We drove by it. I'm like, you were raised here? Okay. All right. I couldn't name you 10 teams in the NFC. I couldn't name you 10 teams. There aren't 10 teams. Because when you start getting after 7 and 8, they're trashing. The NFC is wide open. Packers are going to be different in a couple days. Cowboys are going to be different. The Rams aren't keeping Von Miller. You see Von Miller's comments? We'll see if the Rams and I can work something out. If not, I'm going to get on the open market. Personally, I'm not really high on going after Von. I think Von, he may have had his best moments with the Rams, and that may be the last. And I don't know. Throwing a lot of money at him ain't something I'm interested in. I do like Melvin Ingram, though. Confederate country, Steve. How you doing, baby? Sirianni and Alfredo sauce. That's why the Eagles go to division playoffs. Aren't we richer than the Rams? Richer than the Rams and the Cowboys. Yeah, but wait a minute. Reyes, let's wait and see how the rosters look after the 18th. You got to look at where they are right now on March 9th. March 18th, they'll be completely different. We'll do this again. Okay? So you think Sirianni's going to have a better game plan along with Jonathan Gannon this year with a harder schedule because you guys made it to the playoffs, right? This current roster right now in the NFC, how many wins do you think the Eagles will have? Just off the top of your head right now looking at this roster. Okay? Susan says we need to overhaul the defense. Susan, I think you need to add. Schemes are overrated. Okay? I think you need to add and simplify. Get another corner, tone-setting safety, and an edge rusher. Whoa! GT 11. Picking 10. FSG 12. Lawrence 10-11. Daz, man, thank you so much. Smile 9. Joe 10. 11 wins. Wow. 12 minimum. Weak schedule. No matter what you say, rocket arms don't. Ask Brady that. You don't have to have a rocket arm. Agreed. You have to know where to throw the ball. Undefeated, baby. That's a Philly fan I love right there. Right there. Hey, speaking of being undefeated, are you ready? How you doing? The legendary weed whacker, baby guy. Here we go here, man. Hey, we're starting to get so many great advertisers. And this one right here, folks, we so appreciate coming aboard the Big Sill Show. Big sponsor now, the Big Sill Show, Manscaped. Best in men's grooming, below the waist. Manscaped protects the family jewels better than Fort Knox. Join over 4 million men worldwide, okay, that have made that change. And they're the most trusted people in the planet when it comes to men's grooming here. 20% off, free worldwide shipping. Got to use the promo code Sileo. S as in Sam, I-L-E-O. S as in Sam, I-L-E-O. Manscaped.com. The number one, folks, when it comes to men's grooming. And my favorite package here, dude, this is pretty cool. I won't lie to you. Guys were talking to me about it. Look at that, man. I believe you get a nice... Oh, there's briefs. How you doing? Big Sills don't wear underwear, though. Hey, look at this, huh? Did I tell you more information than you need? Hey, wait a minute. Here's the best one. Your balls will thank you. How you doing? Okay? Wonderful, man. Hey, that's how you do it there, man. Right there, man. Manscaped.com, baby. 20% off. Use the promo code Sileo. S as in Sam, I-L-E-O. That's 20% off for free shipping worldwide at manscaped.com. Use the promo code Sileo. Unlock your confidence. And always use the right tools for the job. Manscaped.com. Do me a favor. Tell them Big Sill sent you. We will talk a little bit about Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson and also Washington getting better. Should Dallas and Philly be concerned? Keep it right here on the National Football Show.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the memories. Go for the view that goes on forever. Go for the bubbles in your bathtub and in your drink. Go to bed whenever you want. Or don't. Go for him. Go for her. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass, free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. One free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of stateside vodka. So good, it just disappears.
Imagine for a moment that you went to work today and when you came home, you were catastrophically injured. Your life and your family's life. That's what happened to union construction worker Mike Little.
I was scared of what the end was going to be, but to be 100% honest with you, I knew I was going to be all right just by talking with Brian. In my heart, I just knew everything was going to be all right.
Call the firm and find out why they say, "We got this." Call 215-458-2222.
Field of life, First Trust Bank is there for you.
Champions on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Because Philadelphia dreams deserve a Philadelphia bank.
Welcome back. National Football Show. It's your boy, Big Stills. You know, there's one other guy here that we could potentially look at that the Eagles could upgrade the quarterback position at. Derek Carr. Okay? Derek Carr. By all reports now, Derek Carr and the Raiders have not come to the table. Raiders want to give Derek Carr a new contract. Derek Carr is not so sure about the management that's going on there. Okay? He doesn't like ownership. He doesn't trust Mark Davis. In my opinion, he has an issue with the way John Gruden was handled. Okay? He has a problem with that. Why wouldn't – hey, Russell Wilson did not want to play in Washington. Okay? He did not want to play because of Daniel Snyder. Daniel Snyder, make no mistake about it, frightens free agents to want to come and play in Washington. You think Carson Wentz wanted to play in Washington? You think the Colts sent him to Washington because Wentz wanted to play there? Okay, you think that? I don't. Okay, I don't. Carr is not trash, FSG. He's not trash. Okay? He's not. The guy's one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the National Football League. Daniel Snake Snyder. Damn sure is right, man. Okay? Absolutely. I like Carr too. I think Derek Carr has a great opportunity at maybe forcing his way out of Las Vegas as well. You wouldn't, wait, by the way, do me a favor. Ask yourself this question. You think Jalen Hurts is better than Derek Carr? You're nuts. You're nuts. He's not. He's not better. I don't think Howie is putting his word on the line and getting rid of Jalen Hurts. Listen, guys, I'll tell you what I'm really becoming more of a believer in. I think the Eagles are really going to stand pat with Jalen going into the 2022 year. And they're pretty comfortable with where they are right now because they see how the NFC has laid out here. Every team in the NFC, I made a point to you here, okay? I made a point to you guys. when it came to how the NFC is looking, I couldn't name you 10 teams. I could name you 5 teams, but I couldn't name you 10 teams that I sat there and I went like this. Hey, man, you know what? There's 10 great football teams. I can who are the best teams? Let's do this. Who are the best teams in the AFC? Bills, Chiefs, Broncos, Bengals, Patriots. Who else? Steelers still kind of. Chargers. Look at all these teams. These teams are good football teams. Good football teams. Okay? Raiders. They got good football. Tennessee Titans were the number 1 seed in the AFC. And they got bounced. Okay? Hey, Chargers went 9-7 and didn't make the playoffs, right? Ravens, right on, GT. Guys, please hit the like button. Cam is available for what? To work at the airport? Baggage claim? Cam is good for what? Fashion tips? Not interested in that dude at all. Jalen Hurts is 10 times the player today that Cam ever was. No, take that back. That's not true. That's not true. That's over the line. 15 Cam was spectacular. And I don't think that Jalen will ever reach that height on what Cam did in 15. Now, that's not a fair statement. Yeah, I know. Hey, 2.0, it's all good. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, Cam in no suits, dude. I loved it. I really do. I really did. Okay, let's throw this out here, though. You know, here, I was looking at this here. Who wins more games, you think? Who do you think wins more ball games over the next 4 years? Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson? Rodgers. It's not close. Rodgers he's going to be a 1 or 2 seed, and he's going to be one of the 2 betting favorites for this upcoming season to go to the Super Bowl. Where are the Denver Broncos right now as a team in the AFC? Let's take a look at that for a minute, okay? Where would you rank the Broncos right now in the AFC? Are they better than the Chiefs? I don't think so. Are they better than the Titans? I don't think so. Are they better than the Bengals? Bengals got to fix that O-line. Bengals went to the Super Bowl. So I'm going to say today, no. Are they better than the Raiders? Probably. Are they better than the Steelers? Yes. Are they better than the Patriots? Kind of a push. That's right. Right there. Chris, I agree. They're a wild card team. They are a wild card team. Okay? Should have beaten the Chiefs. Lawrence says, and we'll still be losing big games. Big contract never equals Super Bowl appearance and wins. Packers going to regret. Absolutely, Lawrence. Here's what I say to you. I think the Packers' best chance to win a Super Bowl was this past season. I think that they're going to be crushed, in my opinion. They're going to be crushed by the salary cap because they're going to have to lose. They're the second worst team in the NFL next to the Saints in cap issues. Cowboys are in the top 5. Rams are in the top 5. Pickett says AFC West. A brutal division. Brutal division. Okay? I think Indy will pick up Foles. That's interesting. Nick Foles back. Wow. Nick Foles back with Frank Wright. Would Frank run that back? Had tremendous success. Frank Reich in Indy. Frank Reich in Indy. Do you like that? I love that, man. Frank Reich in Indy. Cowboys' best chance was last year, too. I agree 100%. He went 3 and out in his first drive. Folds to Commanders to back up Wentz. Okay, Cole. Eagle fans hope that happens. Foles was always at his best in Philly. He was, Matt. Even, was it with Chip that he was a Pro Bowler and he had that insane year? Was it with Chip that he did that? I thought it was with Chip, right? That he put that whole thing together like that? Todd McShay has a mock draft and Derek Stingley Jr. Hey, Derek Stingley Jr. is going to be the third player taken in the upcoming NFL draft. Yes, Chip. He went 9-7 that year. Didn't he have like 24 touchdowns and like 6 picks or some crazy year? I think he was a Pro Bowler too, if I'm not mistaken. Shoes in the Hall of Fame. Good to have something in the Hall of Fame, I'm guessing. Do you think trading up in the top 10? Susan, no. Here's who I have, Susan, so you know. I believe you're new to the program. Thank you for coming aboard. Please hit the like button. Some people hate this, but he was the 7th player evaluated at the recent combines. I've got Trent McDuffie, Devin Lloyd, who I was very disappointed at his performance at the combines. I thought he didn't take the combine serious enough. And I've got Trayvon Walker, and I got him at 19. He may have improved his stock so much that may go up into the top 10 now because 6'5", 275. This guy's running 4.7s. I mean, he was really, in my opinion, the catalyst. That was the guy that really kept that front four of the Georgia Bulldogs together and really did a great job. Washington says that Eagles will probably trade up to select a DE. Edge rusher, defensive end, yep. Wow, 27 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. It's a spectacular season. He just never really was, even when he was with the Rams, remember something, Jeff Fisher cut him. Cut him and Case Keenum, believe it or not. If I'm not mistaken, I think they cut him. Trayvon, the kid, Jermaine Johnson too, dude. Jermaine Johnson from Florida State, spectacular, really combines, really a great combine. Just draft everybody from Georgia. Draft everybody from the Southeastern Conference, dude. Just draft everybody from the SEC. I don't have a problem with that. Some from the Big Ten, some from the ACC. Anybody in the southeastern part of the United States, I'm good with it. Best players in the country reside there. Ajabo, you know what my problem is, Daz, with Ajabo from Michigan? He had 15 great games. Is that enough for me to sit here and do this? Let me give a first rounder up for him. I don't want any projects. I'm trying to alleviate mistakes in the draft. Jordan Davis is one of the greatest athletes I've ever seen perform at a combine. I could not believe that he ran a 4.78 at 351. I've never seen that before. I mean, his vertical jump too, how strong he is. Watch this. You put that guy in Los Angeles with the Chargers are formidable because they couldn't stop the run last year. You put that guy in that building, Chargers are formidable. They got to figure, you put Joey Bosa and you got Derwin James and you put that guy, brother, man, you got a defense. You got yourself a defense. All right, guys, please hit the like button. A couple more comments on Wentz going to Washington. Please hit the like button. Keep it right here on the National Football Show.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the memories. Go for the view that goes on forever. Go for the bubbles in your bathtub and in your drink. Go to bed whenever you want. Or don't. Go for him. Go for her. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. One free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
Imagine for a moment that you went to work today and when you came home, you were catastrophically injured. Your life and your family's life. That's what happened to union construction worker Mike Little.
I was scared of what the end was going to be, but to be 100% honest with you, I knew I was going to be all right just by talking with Brian. In my heart, I just knew everything was going to be all right.
Call the firm and find out why they say, "We got this." Call 215-458-2222.
Field of life, First Trust Bank is there for you.
Champions on three. 1, 2, 3.
Because Philadelphia dreams deserve a Philadelphia bank.
Welcome back, National Football Show. Big Sills here. This just in, Giants are going to try to make a run at Mitchell Trubisky and try to bring him into New York. Makes sense. Brian Daboll was up there in Buffalo, and Trubisky was the backup quarterback to Josh Allen, and they may bring him in to compete with Daniel Jones. And Trubisky's name is now being thrown around. The Colts are interested in him as well because, again, you're limited right now and the amount of free agent quarterbacks that are out there, okay? And so, you know, you got the Giants now looking at this thing here, saying that they're going to take a look at him. There's going to be a statement a little bit later on also in why Bobby Wagner was released by Seattle. Obviously a casualty, cap casualty, a hit. And he still is very interested in playing, obviously. So there's going to be a lot of movement. Guys, this is what really makes the NFL really a great league because you have to be, and this is where you have to give Howie a lot of love here, man. Guys, Howie Roseman has set this football team up, and he has used his skill and his skill set to put this football team in a position to succeed for the next decade. If this is done right, the Eagles will have a foundation where, get this, they can go into free agent. By the way, I'll make this point to you as well. How about this? What if what would be a priority for me right now? If I looked at the free agent landscape and I looked at the draft landscape and I said this, you know, I'm going to get an edge rusher in free agency. And I'm going to see if I could bring in a guy like Chandler Jones, or if DeMarcus Lawrence does get released by the Cowboys, I'm going to put a pro in that room, and I'm going to put him in a position where I'm going to be able to help him be successful. And get this, I'll go here. I will put DeMarcus Lawrence on my team and Bobby Wagner. Then what I do with my draft choices, I cut them up and I split them up. And I get future draft choices and first rounders over the next 3 years. Use one of my first rounders, maybe two of my first rounders, right? And I start creating more draft picks and more opportunities for me over the next couple of years. If there's a person that all of a sudden pops up as a potential quarterback or a potential wide receiver, I've got multiple picks. Because right now, why would you want to push all of your chips in? Again, if it's not for Deshaun Watson, why wouldn't I do this? Well, the draft is pretty deep this year at defensive backs. The draft is pretty deep at defensive ends. Okay? Why don't I do this? Trade down, slice my picks up, use one of the draft choices, and I have multiple picks over the next 3 years. Why wouldn't I do that? If I'm comfortable with where I am and I'm $30 million under the salary cap and I'm going to be able to plug holes, how about this? What you do with free agency? You put DeMarcus Lawrence or you put a Bobby Wagner on your team gets better immediately. Then you can start to go like this. Well, let's go into the draft here and let's develop a kid in the second round or in the late first round next year that's an edge rusher. And I put him behind Lawrence. And I create depth. That's what you guys have done in your O-line. Your O-line is great because why? Howie's got a knack at O-linemen. And you've got the best offensive line coach. My opinion, Tracy Rocker's a good defensive line coach. Tracy Rocker's been around a long time. Former player himself, former Outland and Lombardi winner at Auburn. I know Tracy. Tracy's a good evaluator of talent. He's a good D-line coach. It has to be a great relationship between Fletcher Cox and Tracy because Tracy's a good coach. And he's going to know, again, how to construct a defensive line. The second year is going to be better, in my opinion, for that front four because of Gannon and because of Tracy Rocker. Okay? I'm also hearing the Eagles trading number 19 to the Panthers for DJ Moore. Whew, man. Trading a first-round pick for a wide receiver. How about this, guys? Let me ask you something. Would you trade a first-round pick if you're the Philadelphia Eagles for Cooper Kupp? Would you trade a number one wide receiver for Cooper Kupp with the QB you have right now? Of course. Really? Your quarterback can't get him the ball. How effective is that going to be? You guys don't see that the quarterback and wide receiver are connected. Very few quarterbacks can take mediocre guys like Brady took Amendola and Edelman. Brady won Super Bowls with Amendola and Edelman. Okay? Kupp last year had under 1,000 yards receptions, 68 catches, 3 touchdowns with Jared Goff. Jared Goff is a former number 1 overall selection. Okay? So you put a guy that's a top-flight wideout on a team that doesn't have a top-flight quarterback. You think you're getting 1,900 yards? Where do you get that from? How do you see that? If the quarterback can't get him the football, that's a waste of a pick. If I'm Green Bay and Cooper Kupp's name ever comes up, I put him with Aaron Rodgers. Kupp's going to get $2,000. Absolutely. They're connected, man. Wide receivers don't make quarterbacks. Quarterbacks make wideouts. It's in the proof. It's how many quarterbacks have we seen? Look at Mac Jones, for instance. Mac Jones had a pretty good rookie year. Who did he throw to? Who exactly was he throwing to again? Yeah, really, I don't remember. Who's he throwing to? Even Wentz in Indianapolis. Michael Pittman and who? Okay? The production won't be there if you don't have the signal caller. So it's a waste of a trade unless you have Deshaun Watson. Unless you have a guy like a Tony Romo who throws the ball all over the place. No risk it, no biscuit, or a Tom Brady. It's funny, Brady doesn't even really like the speed. Brady never really had speed receivers at any place he's ever had except for one guy, Randy Moss, and he never won a Super Bowl with him. Never won a Super Bowl with him. They went undefeated during the regular season. He won Super Bowls with Deion Branch, Amendola, Edelman, Troy Brown. Guys, can you guys remember the 2015 season? Can you tell me who Cam Newton, when he won that MVP, who was on that team? Ted Ginn Jr.? Right? Ted Ginn Jr. I don't remember, right? I mean, Matt Ryan had Julio Jones in Atlanta. Julio Jones, one of my favorite players. Deion says DeAndre Hopkins was very productive with every quarterback he's ever had, even Hoyer for 2 years. Okay. He was. DeAndre Hopkins, I mean, if you think about the people that he had in Houston, he was pretty productive. It's a good call there, Chris. He was productive. Okay? He was. But he got all the targets, too, in Houston. All the targets went to him. That guy get 14 targets a game. Okay? There was no other guy on that team but DeAndre Hopkins, really. And Steve Smith, was he on that Panther team that went to the Super Bowl? Hey, look at OBJ. That's a great point, 2.0. How about OBJ in Cleveland? How'd that look? Guy signed a $97 million deal when he was in New York. Within a matter of 4 months, the Giants knew they made a mistake and they dealt him to Cleveland. He goes to Matthew Stafford and the Rams, resurrected his career. Absolutely resurrected his career. Yeah, so, I mean, wideouts, if that's it, I love Devontae Smith. He's going to be a superstar football player. He really is. Once they get a quarterback that can get him the football, though. And maybe Wentz, maybe Hurts develops. But where are we going with that when it comes to Hurts developing as a starting quarterback? Okay? Easy Money says that Corral is better 10 times than Hurts right now. See, it's not responsible of me to say that that's a lie. I don't know that. All I know is this. College quarterbacks have to be reconditioned to take snaps from center first, let alone staying in shotgun. Okay? I mean, when you come to the NFL and you come out of the college ranks, you got to learn how to even take snaps from center. You don't do that in college. You're constantly in shotgun. Okay? Hurts can't hit a slant to save his life. Birdman, that's the number one pass you got to have, that and the out. You got to be able to hit the slant and the out if you're going to be an NFL quarterback. And you got to be able to read progressions. You can't be a two-progression quarterback. You know what's funny? When we had Brian Baldinger on in the summertime, Brian Baldinger said this, Hurts has got to get better at that. He talked about that. I think that the Eagles were scrimmaging the Patriots, and he pointed that out. He goes, Sills, this guy's a 1-2 at best read guy. He's got to get better at that. I'll say this to you guys. The division got interesting. I can't wait to see what this thing plays out. Wentz week. There's Cowboy week. There's Giant week. This is going to be an interesting football season too, man. Wow. NFL news absolutely getting better and better and better. Guys, I really appreciate you coming aboard. Don't forget, we'll be on in the middle again with our friend Barrett Brooks. That'll be it. Tomorrow, too, we're going to double dip again. We so appreciate it. Please hit the like button. Thank you so much. If you missed the show, parts of the show, like it, share it. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Till tomorrow, 4 to 6 Eastern. We'll see you on the flip side.